Although Flutter provides an easy mechanism to be able to create the UI once for all platforms, there are times when it is desirable to closely tweak the visuals to match the native elements of the platform. We might want to do this so the user feels at home and thus prevent your hybrid application from being the weird one on your users' phones. This is especially important if you include the entire collection of Material widgets on iOS, as iOS users are not used to its visual style, its color system, and its animations. In order to provide tools to mitigate this to developers, Flutter provides the Cupertino collection of widgets that try to mimic the visual style and behavior of native iOS elements. If you look carefully at the list of Cupertino widgets, you will see that there is a huge list of elements. Cupertino page scaffold as the main parent of the screens, Cupertino button for the regular buttons, Cupertino date picker for the date selection, etc. However, there is one type of element that does not exist: lists. And why they didn't include such an important element? The truth is that I don't know the reason why this was not included from the beginning, given that almost every app out there has some kind of list. However, this will be fixed soon, since the CupertinoListTile and CupertinoListSection widgets have already been merged in the master branch. These widgets will allow us to completely replace the ListTile widget to give it that iOS style touch that some applications need. Let's see what these new widgets look like and what possibilities they give us. If you want to try these widgets for yourself, the first thing you have to do is switch to the master channel. This is because these widgets have not yet been included in any official Flutter release. Now, we will create a new application whose only target is iOS. Open main.dart and remove the boilerplate code. And we will also take the opportunity to replace the Material widgets with the Cupertino ones. We are left with a simple empty screen. We are going to include a list of elements of type CupertinoListTile. These elements must be encapsulated within a CupertinoListSection. If you try to add them in a list view or similar, you will see that they don't look as expected. Notice that I have included a Save Area widget before the CupertinoListSection. This widget is especially useful in the Cupertino environment so that space is automatically left for the navigation bar and for the bottom edge of the screen on the latest iPhone models that do not have a physical button. We are left with an iOS style list. If you try to add more elements to the list by modifying the first parameter of the generate method, you will see that the rendering fails. This is because the list is not yet scrollable. We can easily fix this if we wrap the CupertinoListSection inside a widget of type single child scroll view. CupertinoListTile has several configuration options to be able to apply different effects to each element of the list. If you have seen the latest visual styles of the lists of native iOS applications, especially system applications, you will have noticed that these include side margins and rounded edges. Fortunately, CupertinoListSection includes this secondary constructor to achieve this effect. To finish, we can add a widget as a header and also one as a footer. Now that we have seen what these widgets bring to the table, it begs the question of when they will be available in the stable channel. Judging by the information in the commit where it was merged, everything seems to indicate that both widgets will arrive in the next Flutter release. Until then, we'll have to continue depending on ListTile or the existing packages that try to solve this problem. That's all for today. Please hit that like button if you found this video useful and consider subscribing for more content related to Flutter and mobile development in general. Thank you for watching and have a nice rest of the day.